Hello, fabulous women here in the Shining Brightly community. It's hump day here in Australia, which means it's the middle of the week. I am wondering how the heck you are. When you're watching this, when you're on replay, let me know how you are. I often think of people and you in the community and wonder, where does today and this moment find you? Today is the Tuesday training, move to Wednesdays. I'm doing a little bit of wondering, where do I personally, energetically want to show up? Which day of the week? And right now, today felt like the right day. I have just finished running a 3-hour well-being workshop for female entrepreneurs here in Perth, Western Australia. I love this work, my work. But I'm super filled up with this because of what I'm talking about today. I'm really exploring, are your goals creating a glow? Now, if you read the write-up, you would have heard some of the things that were expressed in the graduation of our recent Rise to Shine group. Seriously, the women were looking at each other going, whoa, like they've already seen the glow, but in the culmination of our time together, it was all about the skin. It was all about the glow. And I really wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about, well, what is it that makes us glow? When you are setting goals, when you are working towards things that are important to you, are your goals creating a glow? Now, I want to tell you a couple fun kind of facts about our skin to kind of lead us into 3 things that I really want to bust when it comes to setting goals that may not only not find you glowing, but actually pulling the glow and sucking it away, okay? First thing is that our skin, if you didn't know this, I had to research some of this, 15% of our body weight is attributed to our skin. 15%, okay? And you know how many on average the average person has in terms of skin cells? Take a guess. The average person has 300 million skin cells. 300 million. And of those skin cells, those 300 million skin cells, every 28 days, those cells replenish. But here's the thing, is that skin responds negatively to stress. 300 million cells respond negatively to stress. 50% of your body weight responds negatively to stress. And the skin is the organ in which meets the outer world. It's the only organ that meets the outer world and keeps the inner world safe. So what does that mean about your goals? Your goals are an inner, they start, if they're the right goals, they start deep within. So that's the inner part that you want to hold safe. But in order to really bring them out, you need to go through that journey of having them come out into the world. And there's a few things that we do wrong that don't work for us. That one hurts the goal, the larger dream, the vision, and as a byproduct, certainly hurts our skin and our glow. And when I'm saying shining brightly, I'm talking about being lit up from within. But when we're lit up from within, there's a glow that happens that other people witness and see, even though you're feeling it within you. So the first thing that I want to talk about when it comes to goals is there is still this go, 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 go after your goal, go, go, go kind of mentality. And this belief that go, 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 rah, 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 is actually what's going to help you achieve it. And I say, instead of go, 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 I say, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm a big believer in action. I'm a big believer that confidence is a verb. I'm a big believer in maintaining momentum. But maintaining momentum and the go, go, go is not the same. What we need to create is spaciousness. Instead of the go, 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 which is usually blinders on, we need to create a space of spaciousness When we sit in spaciousness, we're able to breathe. When we breathe, what are we doing? We are oxygenating 300 million skin cells, never mind all the other cells in our body. We need that breath, that life, that wisdom, that newness, that replenishment to come in to really be the fuel for our goals. So the first thing, if you're starting to notice that kind of revved up feeling within you, often through your upper chest, there's a go, go, go attitude about your goals. This is almost the do more, be more kind of thinking that it's promoted all the time. But as women, it doesn't serve us. You want the glow and you want to achieve your goals, stop the go, go, go. Take a bit of time for a whoa and to sit in reflection, to sit in spaciousness. That is a huge part. We need to keep breathing in the dream, breathing in life, and that breath will certainly come out onto our skin as well. Okay. Secondly, so often we believe that it's in the achievement of the goal that is where, well, one, that's where the glow is, that glow of achievement. And for sure, we've all sat in that glow of going, whoa, like I just experienced that. I completed that. And there is something gorgeous to it. However, we buy into it too much. We save everything for that moment. And so we're setting goals and going after them with the anticipation that it's all about the other side, being on the other side of the goal, in the achievement space of it. And that does not work. Because what happens is we need to look at the achievement as, it's very cliche, but I tell you what, it is crucial. It's the journey. I had my physio actually, for the first time ever, just last weekend, he swam the Rottnest swim. Now, for those of you not from here, it's a 20-kilometer open water channel swim between our ocean, one of our beaches here in Perth, and a small island off Perth called Rottnest Island. So it's 20 kilometers open water swim in the Indian Ocean, okay? He has trained and trained and trained and trained. The achievement would have been amazing, but this massive swell that they haven't seen in years came in so badly that 3/4 of the swimmers had to be pulled out around the 15 to 16 kilometer mark, 4 or 5 kilometers from the ultimate achievement, okay? Of course, he's absolutely shattered that that wasn't it. But as his client, as someone who gets to see him fairly regularly, I have seen this glow come over him as he is moving towards this goal and this dream. And to see his eyes light up when he tells me about, you know, how he's tracking and what he's doing and what he's learned and how he's getting stronger, because he's not a natural swimmer. That's what I want for you. We need to shift this achievement, this setting these goals with the focus simply on the achievement, and make sure that we're doing it because of the journey, that we're willing to enjoy what's going to take the path forward. And when we do that, once again, there's a spaciousness with that. There's a breath that comes with that. We breathe it in. And that's what allows us to start to see and feel the glow inward and outward along the way, and not just waiting for the glow of achievement, okay? And the last thing is that, how often have you heard set SMART goals? S-M-A-R-T, SMART goals, okay? All the time. It's still being taught everywhere. Now, I'm not going to say that that is innately wrong. It's not. But it's only part of the picture. SMART goals were set by men. The acronym by men. More of a patriarchy. I love men. It is not about that. But as women, we've got to really tune into what works for us, right? So I talked about spaciousness. I spoke about breath. I spoke about enjoying the journey. But also, we need to set wise goals, not just SMART goals, wise goals. And I'll tell you why. When we set SMART goals, which is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-oriented, I mean, first of all, just hearing those, it sounds like, ugh, like I've got to tick the box. It just sounds very systematic. As women, we're not built systematic. We're built relationship-wise, okay? There's a real flow within how we are set up. If it's very specific, well, that's great, but what if you hone in too soon? Can you still show up for something? Can you still participate if you're not in full clarity of something? Of course you can. But how often have you checked yourself out of anything because you don't have full clarity, which means you haven't really chosen to be so specific yet. You haven't honed into your niche yet, right? So it can actually inhibit us from dreaming. So that's where the specific doesn't work so much. Measurable, well, that's great, but what metrics are you using for success? What metrics are telling you that you're able to measure your success? Go check out my other video that I did ages ago, and maybe put a link to it, called Metrics of Success. Okay, what are yours? So yes, measuring it's great, but what metrics are you using? Actionable, yeah, we want it to be actionable, right? Based on the right metrics. And relevant, but relevant to whom? Relevant to whom? If you have any lingering threads of the good girl syndrome, a bit of the pleaser, overt giver, that going on, being relevant, setting a goal that's relevant to whom? Okay. And lastly, time bound. Yes, time bound, that can help. But what about priority bound? What about energy bound? It's different. And as women, as beautiful, smart, savvy women, I want us to set wise goals. Wise goal stands for W, wisdom. Sitting in your body and connecting to your own wisdom. That is how we set goals. So wise stands for wisdom. Inspired. We show up and we enjoy the journey and we create natural spaciousness when we feel inspired. We take a breath when we feel inspired. So we need to ensure that our goals aren't just measurable and all of that, but that they are inspired goals. So they're steeped in wisdom, they're inspired. The S is self, that they serve yourself. Yes, I said it. Your goals need to serve yourself, okay? And lastly, the E is elevate others. They're both. So your wise goals are steeped in wisdom. They are inspired goals. They serve yourself and they elevate others. When you come from your goals with that intention, your skin will begin to glow, not just at the end of some achievement, but as you sit in the spaciousness and your own transformation occurs. That is what happened to those women sitting in the group as we celebrated their transformations and their ongoing transformations last week. That is what is possible for you. Stay in this community, stay connected to deepening your, connection with your own wise woman, with what is inspired action for you, with the wisdom of your body that will tell you which is right, which is wrong, which is right and your true north path, meaning your North Star. Stay in this community for that. And if you too, wow, you know what would it be like to sit in spaciousness? What would it be like to be with other wise women, setting wise goals, not just smart goals, being able to breathe in those goals? And wow, what would it be like to actually find myself starting to glow, starting to bring some of that energy and youthfulness, elasticity back into our skin? Well, it's to stop stressing. And where does the stressing happen? The stressing happens when we second guess ourselves. The stress happens when we encounter self-doubt, The stress happens when we feel overwhelmed. The stress happens when we don't feel clarity. Our stress happens when we don't have a community, as I call it, a circle of champions who can really support, love, give us feedback, be our safe space to rebound from, to skyrocket from, to be elevated. When you don't have any of that, or you're experiencing some of those symptoms of self-doubt, that is stress. And the moment you're experiencing stress, it impacts your glow outwardly and your skin, and it impacts your inner glow. Shift from go-go to whoa-whoa, create spaciousness. Look for the journey, not the achievement. Set wise goals, not smart goals. And you are en route to having a little insight into what Cindy skincare is when you stay in my community, and especially when you come to work more intimately with me in Rise to Shine. There is still space for you. The group and next cohort is coming together to kick off towards the end of March. Book in for a consult. Let me help you glow inwardly and outwardly, because you deserve it. It's your time, and others truly want to see you and need you stepping up into all that you really are. So with that, enjoy the rest of Hump Day. Enjoy the middle of the week. Stay inspired, stay true, keep loving yourself hard, and I will see you next week. Bye.